Welcome to Unit 6, Section 3, Lesson 3, Video 1, Solving Equations with Fractions and Integers, Word Problems. In this video, we're going to look at some word problems, and we're going to use the strategies that we've been learning so far in order to solve these equations. The first word problem is, at Pondside Academy, 1/5 of all the students in grade 8 wore a hat on Tuesday. If 28 students wore a hat, how many students are in grade 8? So the first thing we're going to do is to write an equation. So we're trying to figure out how many students are in grade 8. So the number of students is n. 1/5 of all the students would be n divided by 5. And 1/5 of all the students is 28. Because 28 students wore a hat. So this fraction would equal 28. So this is the equation we would use to solve this word problem. Now when we go to solve this word problem, we want to isolate the variable, and in this case, n is being divided by 5. So we ask ourselves, what is the opposite of divide by 5? To multiply both sides of the equation by 5. On the left, the 5's cancel, and on the right, 28 times 5 equals 140. So there are 140 students in grade 8 at Pondside Academy. We can verify this solution by substituting 140 back into the equation, and 140 divided by 5 equals 28. The left-hand side equals the right-hand side, so 140 is the solution to the equation. In our next example, 1/3 of the grade 8 students went bowling. 2 teachers went as well. If 37 people went bowling, how many students are in grade 8? Once again, the first thing we need to do is write an equation. So the number of students we're going to call n. 1/3 of all the students would mean n divided by 3. But in this case, 2 teachers went as well, so we need to add 2 to the fraction. And in total, there were 37 people. So this is the equation that represents this word problem. First step is we want to figure out what is the opposite of add 2. So we would need to subtract 2 from each side of the equation. And if I subtract 2 from the left-hand side, I need to subtract 2 from the right-hand side as well. 2 subtract 2 is 0, and 37 subtract 2 is 35. So n over 3 equals 35. The opposite of divide by 3 would be to multiply both sides of the equation by 3. On the left-hand side, the 3's cancel, and on the right-hand side, 35 times 3 equals 105. So there are 105 students in grade 8. We can verify this solution by substituting 105 back into the equation. So 105 divided by 3 is 35, and 35 plus 2 is 37. The left-hand side equals the right-hand side, so 105 is the solution to the equation. Please proceed to video 2.